Good morning, Excellencies, distinguished guests, and those that are joining us online. Welcome to the Imagine Forum. My name is Pia Hansson. I'm Director of the Institute of International Affairs. Under the auspices of Höfði Reykjavík Peace Center, we are here today. This is actually the 9th time that we gather for the Imagine Forum. That, of course, means that next year marks the 10th anniversary, and actually 10 years since Höfði Reykjavík Peace Center was founded under the auspices of the Institute of International Affairs through a collaboration between the University of Iceland and the city of Reykjavík. The establishment of Höfði Reykjavík Peace Center enabled the Institute of International Affairs to broaden its research and engagement with the pressing challenges of our time, including human rights abuses, conflict resolution and negotiation, tackling the spread of disinformation and misinformation, and the rise of nationalism and populism in public discourse. The city of Reykjavík collaborated with us in establishing Höfði Reykjavík Peace Center with the vision of formulating a peace policy for the city and strengthening its position as a city of peace on the international stage, guided by the principles of human rights, democracy, and of course, international cooperation. Last night, we were all reminded of this vision as we witnessed, I hope, a few of us, the lighting of the Imagine Peace Tower in Höfði. It might have been a little bit difficult to see, though, since we did have some rain. I must admit that. Anyways, this year's Imagine Forum focuses on human rights as the foundation for peace. It is more important than ever to highlight this in a global climate marked by growing backlash against gender equality, the rights of LGBTQI+ persons, freedom of speech, and democracy itself. It is also especially meaningful to gather here today in the House of Vigdís, named after Vigdís Finnbogadóttir, our former president and the first woman in the world to be democratically elected as a head of state. She remains a role model for Icelandic women and for women everywhere. It is also fitting that today we will hear from strong women who continue this legacy. Foreign Minister for the State of Palestine, Varsen Agabekian, she will be here to talk about efforts to build peace in Palestine. And that is, of course, a very topical thing to discuss today. And speaking about the fight for women's rights in Iran, Nazanin Boniadi, actress and activist. In this spirit, I would like to mention the Vigdís Finnbogadóttir International Prize for Women's Empowerment, established in 2023 and jointly supported by the Government of Iceland and the Parliamentary Assembly of the Council of Europe. The 2025 Vigdís Prize was in fact awarded to the Palestinian organization Women of the Sun, founded by Reem al-Hajjajireh, whose inspiring initiatives bring Palestinian and Israeli women together through dialogue and collective action for peace. So thank you all very much for being here, and look forward to a very thoughtful and good engagement and dialogue here today. For our next session on the role, oh, no, I skipped. I'm so very, very sorry. I also wanted to mention a few more of the speakers, actually. We're also very fortunate to have with us here today. He's actually being interviewed right now, but he'll be here very soon in this room. Vladimir Kara-Murza, who is a Russian opposition politician, author, historian, and former political prisoner, to shed a light on Russia under Putin and what the future may hold for Russia. Let me also recognize the participation of Jessica Stern, former US Special Envoy for LGBTQI+ rights and senior fellow at the Carl Ryan Center for Human Rights at the Harvard Kennedy School of Government. Furthermore, we have a panel led by an expert intervention by Katja Kreutz, who's program director of the Global Security and Governance Research Program at the Finnish Institute of International Affairs, addressing the challenges the United Nations face as we acknowledge the 80th anniversary of the most important international body established to restore and maintain peace in the international system. So before I welcome Nazanin Boniadi to the podium, I want to acknowledge our collaborators. Through Höfði Reykjavík Peace Center, the City of Reykjavík, and the University of Iceland, to the Ministry for Foreign Affairs for their diligent support and incredible collaboration this year. And we are also very thankful for the collaboration of the United Nations Association of Iceland. But now, Nazanin, the floor is yours. After Nazanin's intervention, Anna Ludvigsdóttir, Director of Amnesty International Iceland, will moderate a conversation with Nazanin. So I wish you all an inspiring and interesting day. Nazanin, the floor is yours.